Hello professors. In this video we'll be seeing how we can add some activities. Activities are the important things where students showcase what they know or what they have learned, and it's one of those items which you are able to grade. And in the current semester most of your activities are going to be received most probably through Moodle or any one of the LMS which you are comfortable with. And in particular we are going to show or walk through some of the steps which are there in Moodle and some of the good practices probably in the subsequent videos which we'll be going through. Now in the previous few videos you'd have been seeing how to set up the gradebook, because once you set up the gradebook you'll find that all the activities can be grouped under one of the many graded activities. And moving forward we also have seen the adding of resources. You'll find that the workflow is very consistent in Moodle, and adding a resource or adding an activity will have a very similar look and feel. So let's go and see how it's done. As usual, the first step which we'll always follow is turn the editing on. Now when you give turn editing on, you'll find that the sign, the plus sign comes, and this is the way by which you can add resources or activities. Now let's go straight to the creating activities part which we have which we set up in our course, and let us add a assignment. Assignment may be probably the most simple of activities which we can have. And here for example it's assignment, so you can see that there is a whole lot of activities which you can probably use, and after that you just give add. And you will also notice that for each of these activities a description is appearing on the side, and these descriptions will help you also decide whatever is there. And now moving on, we'll go ahead to the assignment. You'll find that the workflow is very simple in Moodle. First you just create the name of the assignment, and so for example I can say that this is called a sample assignment, or we can sample assignment. I think that's fair enough. And you can give a brief description if you desire, and again if you want to have a description described, the description to appear on the course page, you please use the checkbox over here. You can give some files, for example a sample submission file, which will help the student understand what is the format you are expecting the file to be in, or what are the aspects which you are expecting it to be in. And then you also can give the submission timeline, when it starts, when it ends, and a cutoff date is where you can probably give a slightly longer date. So for what you call as a grace time, so you can say the assignment should be submitted by 6 p.m. but then late submission can be probably allowed till 6 a.m. of the next date. So if a submission is late, probably you can give a small penalty, but that I leave that to you. And it also has a remind you to grade, which will make sure that which will give a small calendar entry in the calendar to remind you. Now this is another very what we'll call as one of the good things about the assignment. But before I go further, you'll find that whatever you saw till now are the standard things irrespective of what you are doing in Moodle. So you are going to now go for some of the specific things for the assignment activity, and probably we will go through that a little in depth. So as of now we will showcase that there's something called availability which you set up, or in other words what is the submission date. Then whatever is specific to an activity, we will go through that in detail in the corresponding videos, the videos that will correspond to that activity. And the last thing is we can add some restrictions. So this restrictions or restriction set is a very powerful tool which can either keep out the wrong candidates from taking up this assignment, or it can even lock out a person who is authorized to do it. So again, this advanced feature will be covered in a subsequent video. But for now, the main thing which we want to do is we give the steps are very simple. Add an assignment, fix the submission date. If there are certain criteria which are to be followed, which are specific to that assignment or the activity, we will have it done. And please remember that it's ideal that we give the grade category also. So for example, all the assignments which you do will have the grade category. Now you can see that in the grade, so the type of grade can be scale or point, so that's fair enough for a assignment. In addition to that, you can give a marking guide, and you can also have a rubric. And when it comes to multiple graders, it's something like where you have a workflow. So grader 1 does some work, and then it goes on to grader number 2. And probably like when a student is asking for re-evaluation, this system will come. And again, it can be blind marked, where the faculty member doesn't know whose grade is being assigned or who's being evaluated. So this kind of gives a little bit of more confidence to the student that whatever is being done is not going to be what I call as biased. But I must say that this particular thing is also specific to the assignment activity, so I will not particularly dwell on this. And you can the workflow is where you have multiple graders, and that is again an advanced topic which we'll see later on. Here, please have a look at the grade category. The same grade category which we set up earlier is appearing here. Now this being an assignment, I'm giving it under the assignment category, and I can just give save and display. So the minimum things are the name of the assignment. After you give the name of the assignment, the dates on which it has to be submitted, and the grade category to which it is going to belong to. And again, here one of the good things is, like whatever be the activity, you'll find that all the submissions will come on a single page. So when we go into the assignment activity, we'll see more of this. So thanks for joining, and please watch the rest of the videos to understand how we can give activities to the students. Thank you so much for watching. Bye bye.